Hey there, folks. It's 11:03, Saturday, May 21st, 2016. I'm going to make this kind of quick. It's a definite summarized version, but I have to make quick videos. I got to get out of here. I got so much stuff I got to do. I just want to bring something up. A lot of people don't understand, and for good reason, why the other side does some of the stuff they do, how they make decisions regarding your life and how they want to run your life. You look at this and you say, only an idiot would do this. Well, that's true. Only someone who's ignorant, anyway. Ignorance is being unaware of something. But the problem is, when you explain how it needs to be and they don't look at that, they just keep going the old way, then they are idiots. Okay? They're stupid. They refuse to comply to common sense. Usually when that happens, out of the gene pool, gone, burn up, energy destroyed. They're starting, what's making changes on the other side is making some different changes. They're getting more in a hurry to get our together. Because you know what? They're dying all over the place. They're just being wiped out. They keep doing stuff the wrong way. They won't listen. They won't make up their mind to do the right thing. They keep just going the wrong way, and they just keep dying. But a few of them get beat up real bad, and they're out there floating around. And then when the new batch comes out to do something, there's a little telltale sign there. It's like, wow, what happened? That's basically what's going on. The other side has always been run by the original, first being male and female. I know a lot of you listen to me. Sorry that you're hearing it again, okay? But please remember there's new people coming now and in the next 100 years anyway. There's people that, on the other side, beings, spirit beings, I call them people, what, animals, people, you know, everything is. But anyway, there's those on the other side out of body that don't know how to run a life, because no one's ever run a life except for the original first being male and female. And they don't know what to do, but they know they need to do something, and they figure they can make this work to get everything done, and they're being told not to. But they don't want to listen. They don't want to listen to air in the body, okay, whatever. They don't want to listen to the common sense, what's making sense. My energy out, it's not just me going over there and telling them. Now it's my energy, my spirit, outside of my body. That's outside of the body. Now that they're supposed to listen to that, telling them stop. You're doing it the wrong way, and they're not listening to them. So they just make a couple moves, and boom, they all get fried, except for a couple that are left hanging around, floating around dead meat. Folks, it's crazy over there. It is. I want to go over kind of quickly how they do some of the stuff they do, how they make the decisions that they do. This is mimicking the original first being male and female. Now remember, all they wanted to do was abuse you in a body, but they lied about everything. All they do is lie. The original female, the original first being female, she started lying to me. I'm like, and the original male was doing it, and I was like, oh crap! That was back that's when this first started, and I saw Mother, Father, God, and then I could start seeing more and more, and I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And then when they started lying, I was just blown away. It's like, I can't believe it. She lied to me. I know she's 27.5% negative, and so is he. But lying? That was when I was first waking up. And then she said, yeah, that's right. I lied. You better get used to it. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm like, what? Yeah, that was my rude awakening. That was 7 years ago, 8 years ago? I don't know. Long time. When was it? – 2008, and then 2009, there was no doubt in my mind about it. I mean, you know, just something happens too many times, you just can't make up excuses for it to be something else. Sometimes when you don't trust yourself, when you're understanding and feeling things, you kept thinking of something, and then you don't trust it, and then guess what? You find out you were right. Good boy, Herky, honey. And then you start saying to yourself, I need to start trusting myself. That's a good idea. Okay, so anyway, so the original first being, male and female, what they would do is other people would watch them sometimes, other beings on the other side, spirit, sentient energy, no body, free-floating spirit, free-form spirit, Anyway, um, the original first being male and female would say, okay, we're going to make you scared about losing your house. Here's a perfect example, my house. Okay? Things are more intensive with me, but still, this is the way they've done it in everyone's life. And this is why, okay? This is the how and why of how you've been treated all your lives. Just part of it. Now, the idea was make them afraid they're going to lose the house. So the spirit gets, supposed to get scared and vibrating me. I just got pissed. But anyway, starts vibrating. That shaky feeling, it builds up abuse frequencies inside the spirit that's bad for it, but it does put pressure on it so that it grows a little bit. And then you give it a little hope. And then it calms down. And then you get close to that due date when it's time to go ahead and fix it, and then it falls apart. And then the energy in the body is supposed to go, wah, freak out, oh no, I'm going to lose a house. And all that freakiness literally makes you bigger when you get out, but it also creates abusive frequencies. But it doesn't matter. It's like shoving steroids in something. It's like it doesn't matter if you want them or not. You're taking them. So then it's like on this house. I managed to save this house, which there's still problems with it. Okay, there's still issues. This stuff ain't done yet. There's 2.5 hours left before there was no time to. My house would have been sold the next morning, and then all of a sudden everything went through. It got okayed. So they waited till the last 2.5 hours. That was supposed to push me. All it did is piss me off. Killed more of them over there. It's like, you want a party? Bring it. See, the problem is there's trillions of them. Trillions. And it's hard to see more than 2 or 3 at a time. A lot of people I've talked to, this one young lady, but there's been a few of them, not quite a few, but a few, and they said, Jay, how come you can't see this stuff? You're so strong. I said, remember I said you're in a body? That's literally, when you're in a body, it's so rough to see anything on the other side. It's like walking through the La Brea tar pits 10 foot with your head, standing straight up, but your head's 10 foot below the top of the tar. Nobody can see all the way through there. You can't. If you're out of your body, that part of you can see it, but not what you are inside. If I need to get something for any of you, never had a problem. I haven't let one of you down, not once, to get you what you needed. Okay? Yeah, tell me how many fingers are behind. Say, Jay, how many fingers are behind my back? I'll say, check out the one I got in front of me. Okay? I'm not here to play games. Get that quantitative electroencephalogram going. I'm going to prove the reality of the metaphysical world. So who knows? Maybe James Randi would like to get involved in that to prove me wrong. What do you say, James? You ready to party? Anyway, so the original first being male and female would push it to the end. And then when they did that, what they would have the angels make sure that your spirit guides told you, and what the original first being male and female would tell everything on the other side that might be watching, which usually isn't allowed to. They would say, see, what we do is we make them scared about it, and at the last minute we step in and we say, see, we saved you. Pray to us. Pray to us. Praise us. Praise us. We saved you at the last moment. When in reality, all they did is abuse the hell out of you for their own desires, to grow your spirit bigger, it's like shoving steroids down your mouth. So, actually, it's probably more like an injection, So anyway, that's just one of the things they do. And see, the other side should know better, but they've never run lives. They're being told to do it a different way. They're told not to do it that way. They see each other being knocked off, literally destroyed, burned up. There's nothing there, no energy, nothing. Everything's burnt, and they just keep going. And so many people have asked me, Jay, what the hell's the matter with, I can see this stuff now. I see it going on. I know it's true. What's the matter with them? And I'm like, screwed up. Bergeau and Paul and some others have, always said, man, what is it? You get out of your body, you get stupid. And I said, well, most of the spirit on the other side is staying out of the problem. They're the cool folk. They're just staying away. They're staying out of the streets. Where we have these idiots running around the street, and they're getting knocked off. But I can't see all of them at one time. I'm doing what I can. And in the meantime, my energy outside of my body is slowly shutting my body down. Don't look to me to hurt my body, commit suicide or something. When it's time, what I really am is just going to shut the body down. So it's already a happening process. It gets a little more and more all the time, but I'm still strong as hell. So anyway, folks, that's just one thing. Okay, there's other ways to do it, but that's one of the most important things, where you're literally abused. See, that explains the whole thought process, the base thought process on the other side. When you're in a body, you don't matter. They don't listen to you. Oh, but I got this one poor lady. There's a young lady, really sweet. She's a Source family, and she loves horses. She talks with them. She's really neat. And she was talking with this lady once, and she saw this lady that had to get a wig on her hair, and the lady got some disease out of nowhere, lost her hair, and she had to get chemotherapy and everything. And she said, "See how much God loves me. God made sure I'd have a wig like this. I always wanted to have this kind of hair." And this young lady just looked at this other lady, and out of compassion and caring and loving, she didn't say anything, but inside she was just like pumped up. It's like, if you were loved by anything, it never would have let that happen to you. That's the dumb mindset that's been forced on us. Not just by religions and governments and stuff like that. It all came from the other side. Like I've always said, the source of your problems came from original source. Original source is the source of the problems. And the source that's fixing it. And it's going to happen soon. I know, Erky, we got to go. I love you, buddy. You chasing me out? Good boy, honey. I love you. You're the man. Yes, you are. I like the way you do that with your ears. Your tail wagging? No, not yet. Okay. I love you, buddy. Anyway, Herc said I gotta go. He's the boss. I love y'all, man. You need to know some of this stuff. Okay? This stuff's crazy. And any of you that know anyone, quantitative electroencephalogram, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to say this in every video. I'm trying to reach everyone. Let's get this done. There's the proof. There's the physical proof people need. There's still going to be people that say, that was done for TV. That was done. This man, J. Essex, he's a millionaire and he paid the people off. People are always going to say something, but they need something. The vast majority of people need something to hold on to. Let's give it to them. Don't expect the other side to help. This is us doing something for ourselves. And like I said, isn't that what waking up is about? Love y'all, man. Have a good one.